was a time before war. Our infant planet struggled to survive. 'Twas not peace. Peace had yet to be a thought. 'Tis now accepted, for ill or not, that war is a way of the land, not only for those under our protective charge, but to stave off stagnation and apathy toward an increasingly chaotic world. Some have taken to the ethereal powers, attempting to maintain balance between factions. But linked with every power is the ability to corrupt, laying the way for war to prevail. 'Twas at this crossroads that a new age dawned and the era of the warlords commenced. Structures of governments were drawn, laws enacted, rules of engagement proposed, and the land was divided. But men are forgetful, in matters of power especially. In the end, one was appointed to rule over all, never allowing for a change or break in tradition. He and his line are known in the land as the Overlord. This is where we are now, after centuries of adherence. 'Tis a time when those who forget rise to rule, and those who remember decline.
Push myself on down that rocky fall. No other choice to make as looking up I crawl. My fear of failure leads me nowhere all alone. Spirit retains its weight as I fail to be strong. For me.
Now a message on the breeze. What saith the wind, sister?
The Overlord hath passed.
The struggle for power draws nigh. Ablaze the thing.
Who shall we act upon?
The one who sees.
Commander, the Brigadier awaits you in the hall.
Send him in.
Commander, thank you for granting me this audience.
Dispense with the formalities, say what you must.
There is talk in the barracks of the Overlord's passing.
Already the word has spread.
Unfortunately so. May I speak candidly?
As you must.
We need something to assuage their fears. Has a successor been named? Someone they can look toward?
With no living heirs, that is not clear where the line of succession leads. Go consult our scholars before the convening of the council. All that remains is to carry out the last order, barring any unforeseen circumstances, of course.
And what might those be?
Well, they are unforeseen, that's the statement. Is there anything else?
No, Commander.
Servant? Send word to the members of the council that the Overlord has passed. Yes.
We must summon the council.
The forest may be withered and close to death, but life has its stubbornness. Can you feel that? The Overlord is dead.
Yes, my queen.
I have awaited your return.
As have I your visage.
You flatter me.
No, I just speak true.
If it pleases you, sir, I have come with word of the death of the Overlord.
And why would that please me? Go!
You do know what this means, do you not?
We should not speak of this. The War Council will be summoned shortly.
Think deeper. He has no heir, no rightful successor.
The line of succession is in place. We will stick strictly to the adherence of that.
With your title of Warlord and taking into account your seat at the head of the table, would they dare to deny you?
I am to see the task done, none else.
Why not take what is rightfully thine?
And go against everything we uphold? Nay, we have traditions in place, solid and true, to see that these types of things occur.
The Overlord is dead. What allegiance do we hold, but if not to ourselves?
No, I remain steadfast in my resolve. This conversation is concluded. Slay! Fetch my armor and meet me in the hall. I must away to the council.
What is it? What have you found?
It says here that the one who holds the seat at the head of the War Council shall be made Overlord should the previous line fail for any reason.
The Lord of Warfare.
Hail, Brigadier. How does the day find you?
The more interesting question, Daru, might be what have I found this day?
We are listening.
Marshal Reddick sent me to determine the line of succession. Should it fail, as it has, then the title would rightfully go to he who sits at the head of the council.
Relay to the Marshal that your task has been successful. All is ready. The time is nigh upon us. The Lord of Stealth and Silence does not fail in her titles. It is fortunate that the Lord of Magic and Science has arrived to diffuse the present tension with his wry wit.
Gratitude for kind words notwithstanding, there's a task at hand which requires less buttery sentiments. Am I wrong?
We are just waiting on 2 more.
One more.
Of course, We are speaking of the Lord of Warfare and Weapons, as well as the Lord of Knowledge and Tactics.
One would think the Lord of Knowledge would know enough to be present.
Death has overcome him.
By his own hand.
Then 'tis a moot point. On to why you are all here. The Overlord is dead.
I have just received word. Tragic.
I see that we have all arrived. We have gathered to observe our first and oldest tradition, carrying out the last order of the Overlord.
With bated breath, my friend.
As I write this, my life is slowly slipping. The line that gave power to me has remained unbroken for hundreds of years. This fact ceases to be after my passing. With no heir, my line will be broken. Fear grips my weakened heart as I contemplate the future of the war dens. I, nor we, can afford to let our rickety alliances fall back into chaos of the ancients. It is for this reason that I charge you, the members of the War Council, with this final mandate. The position of Overlord is hereby dissolved. Rule will rest in the hands of the Council. You shall govern by consensus. The Thane of War, as he sits currently, will preside over the initial proceedings. The Council will debate the terms of a treaty, one that can, once and for all, stabilize our land. It is my hope that this last order will finally bring ease to our endless struggle. It is my hope that my den shall live in peace.
We cannot realistically adhere to this. The traditions are in place with purpose.
If you are tradition-bound, then not to adhere would be derelict.
The Lord of Knowledge is dead. How is it to be divided? I have a rightful claim.
Not while I breathe.
By adhering to the last order, we dismantle our own institution. These traditions have been set for greater than a millennia. We are honor-bound to uphold them.
Honor, says a heathen and a slave breeder.
Calm down,
You
calm down.
deign to speak to me so. If this was not the War Council, I would take my axe and bash your head in.
We must
Hurl your insults, you base-born savage! Consider yourself fortunate a slave does not occupy your seat! Voice it, me, man!
This cannot happen.
This is the wrong time.
Please.
The job of mediator is yours.
Please. It is charged on us to be civil in our task. The War Chamber Hall has stood since the time of the first Overlord. Never has blood been shed in this hollow hall. It now stands to see the final days of the Overlord and to fulfill his last request. We must maintain ourselves.
Can you not see the chance that has been given to you? The Overlord is dead. Your people, they're free. We are free.
Silence, boy. Your father lives yet.
For all my son's exuberance, he does raise a fine point.
The reading of ash must be prepared for.
The council has been meeting for hours.
Delicate work they do. Not for the likes of us, I'd say.
All that bickering and negotiating? It's a wonder they serve any purpose at all.
Their purpose is to keep us from constant conflict on the field. Better to be trained and bored than trained and dead. It means that they are doing their jobs.
If rumors are true,
We may not be.
What rumors?
some say that the Overwatch is to be disbanded.
And what would make them say that? Let me tell you about our Overlord. In Serenia, where I come from, we have an endless supply of wise men and learned women. But the Overlord must have been the wisest I have ever come across. I was privileged to be in his private council many times. I am grateful for the wisdom he bestowed upon me. I am steadfast in believing he would take no action without true cause. Be easy, my friend. There is purpose for us yet.
Earth is my body, water my blood, air is my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth is my body, water my blood, air is my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth is my body, water my blood, air is my breath, and fire my spirit.
May the brain of the Overlord gain us knowledge currently lacking.
May the heart of the Overlord give us strength to do what we must do. May the eyes of the Overlord grant us sight for what is unseen. Earth is my body, water my blood, air is my breath, and fire my spirits. There is a traitor amongst you. Push myself on down that rocky fall. No other choice to make as looking up I crawl.